Right. Good morning, all of you, and welcome back to the online session of microprocessors and microcontrollers class. In today's class, we'll see the next set of instructions, that is logical instructions. Okay. So from last few classes, we have been discussing about the instruction set of 8086. In that, we completed two categories of instructions. One is data transfer instructions, and the second category is arithmetic instructions in the previous class. In today's class, we will move on with the next category, that is logical instructions. Okay. Okay. So what are all different logical operations that we have? What are all different logical operations that we have? AND operation is a logical operation, and OR, XOR, okay, shifting, rotating, these are all called logical operations. Okay, so the instructions that perform these logical operations are nothing but logical instructions. Okay, the different logical instructions that 8086 microprocessor supports are given here. Okay, only few of them are given here, right? Which are most important and which are frequently used in our programming are given here. Okay, just to give you the basic understanding regarding the instruction set, right? So the few logical instructions that 8086 supports are AND instruction, OR instruction, XOR, test, SHR means shift right, SHL means shift left, RCR means rotate right, RCL means rotate left. Okay, here we'll also have with carry, without carry. Okay, so those we'll see in detail when you deal that particular instruction. Okay, so here you find a word called mnemonic. Okay, you find a word called mnemonic. Okay, so I'll just give you a brief introduction regarding that part, and I'll then move on to the logical instructions. Okay, this particular mnemonic word you might have been seeing from last 2 to 3 classes. What is this mnemonic meant? Okay, mnemonic means just opcode. Mnemonic means what? Opcode. Okay, generally in the instruction format we have opcode and operand in a, okay, so that particular opcode is also called as mnemonic. Okay, we generally call that opcode as a mnemonic. Okay, just a minute. It's please excuse me, that was a net problem. Hope the things are clear now. The voice and the shade screen are visible to you, right? So let us continue now, right? We are talking about the mnemonic here. So what does this mnemonic mean? Mnemonic is nothing but an opcode. Mnemonic is nothing but an opcode. Okay. So the other name of opcode is nothing but what? Mnemonic. We generally call this as mnemonics. Okay. All the instructions are generally called as what? Mnemonics. Okay. Right. So after clearing that, let us now see the logical instructions here. Okay. The first logical instructions to be understood is AND operation, AND instruction. So you know what is AND operation. Okay. Generally, what is an AND operation? Okay. So you have to remember the truth table. Okay. You have to remember the truth table. Generally, AND operation truth table will be like this. Okay. When you have 0 0, when you have 1 0, when you have 0 1 when you have 1 1. This is the general truth table, and for all the values with zero input, with any input as 0, you will get the output as 0. Okay, for all the input values, if any of the input value is 0, then the output value will be 0. Okay, only you will get the output value as 1 when all the input values are 1. That is the truth table of AND operation. Right? So this AND operation will be performed by this AND instruction here. Okay. So here that AND operation will be performed on different data. Okay, on different data present at different locations. On different data present at different locations. See here. The first category is AND A comma data. That means the data that is directly given in the instruction will be ANDed with the data that is present in the A register. Okay, the data that is given directly in the instruction will be ANDed. ANDed means what? Performed AND operation with the data that is present in the A register. A register means what? Accumulator. Okay, so the data might be either 8-bit data or 16-bit data. If you are using 8-bit data, you can use AL register which carries 8 bits. If you are using 16-bit data, you can go for AX register which carries 16-bit data. Okay, that you are very familiar of, right? See, this is what explaining the operation here. See, the data that is given in the instruction will be ANDed. This symbol indicates what? AND operation will be ANDed with the data that is present in the AL register, and the result will be stored in AL register itself. Okay, this is important here. Okay, so always while performing any instruction or while executing any program, you have to always understand the meaning of the instruction. That is the first point. After that, you have to understand from where the data is getting. We have to understand the source of data, and we have to understand also the destination of the data. Okay, first, from where we are getting the input for that particular instruction. When we understand the meaning of the instruction, suppose let us take for example this instruction only. You can understand this meaning of instruction. What is the meaning of instruction? It performs the AND operation. It performs the AND operation for the data given with the data that is present in the what you can say, with the data present in the AL register. Okay, so when you are understanding the meaning of the instruction, then the second point that you have to understand is from where do we get the data, from where do we get the input for this instruction. Okay, that is the second point you have to understand. The third point is after performing this particular AND operation or whatever the instruction may be. Okay, after performing the operation, where the data will be saved, where the output data will be stored. Okay, so these 3 points you have to be very clear while writing the program or while understanding the program. Okay, so after performing the AND operation for the data that is given in the instruction and for the data that is present in the AL register, the result will always stored in the AL register. Similarly, in this particular instruction, after performing the AND operation for the 16-bit data given in the instruction and for the 16-bit data that is present in the AX register, that output result, okay, that output will be present in the AX register because we need to access the result. We need to access the result of this particular AND operation. When you need to access this, okay, you need to access from AX register or AL register, right? That is why we have to understand where the output is present. This is one kind of AND instruction. The second kind of AND instruction is, that means depending upon the addressing mode. Okay, I told you that the addressing modes are very much important in understanding the what you can say instruction set. Okay, so this is one kind of addressing. Okay, this is one kind of addressing. What kind of addressing? This is immediate addressing mode. If you go back to the addressing modes class, then if you check out the addressing modes, different addressing modes that we discussed, then this particular addressing comes under immediate addressing mode. This particular addressing comes under immediate addressing mode because we are directly specifying the immediate data in the instruction, right? So now coming to the next addressing. Okay, in the next addressing, what we are doing, we are using any register and with direct data. This also comes under immediate only, but in this addressing we are using just a register. In this addressing mode, we are using either any register or any memory location, either any register or any memory location. Okay, hope the things are clear to you, right? So this is the importance of addressing mode here. Here, depending upon the type of opcode, depending upon the type of operand, not opcode, depending upon the type of operand that we are specifying in the instruction, we are having different types of instructions here. Okay, that is the importance of addressing mode. Okay, so here what we will do is the same AND operation will be performed between the data that is given in the instruction with the data that is present in the register. These registers can be any of the registers that we discussed in the register organization of 8086. And the result will be stored where? It is stored in the register itself. It will be stored in the register itself. Okay. So the result of AND operation can be accessed from the register that is specified in the instruction itself, right? And similarly, this instruction specifies that the data that is given in the instruction will be ANDed with the data that is present in a memory location. Okay, memory location here. So, and the result will be stored where? In the memory location itself. Okay. So, if you want example, I can give you example here. Suppose for this, let us take and we can use any of the registers now. We'll use BL. Okay, I'm taking 8-bit data. Let us say 11H. 11H. Okay. So that means what happens? This 11H is the immediate data, and this will be ANDed with the data that is present in the BL register, which is 8-bit data. Suppose BL register is having, let us say, 22H. BL register is having 22H. So what happens? This 11H is written in the binary form and 22H is written in the binary form. This is the hexadecimal form. Okay. H indicates what? Hexadecimal form. So this hexadecimal form will be converted into the binary form, and this hexadecimal form is also converted into the binary form. Then that binary number will be ANDed. Okay, that for that binary number will perform the AND operation. Okay, then the result will be stored where? In the BL register itself. The result of that particular operation will be stored in the BL register itself. Okay, so this is the example for this instruction here. Similarly, for this instruction, what you can do? We can do and we have here we have to use a address of a memory location, like let us say 1122H. Let this be the address of the memory location. Okay, so in order to specify that this is an address, we have to put this in the brackets. Okay, comma. Now let us take 8 8, 8. So here also we are taking only 8-bit data. So this 8-bit data will be ANDed with the data that is present in the address. Okay. So this is the address of the data. This is the address of the data. Okay. So in this memory location we have the data. That data will be ANDed with this particular data after converting into binary form. Okay. That is the meaning. And the ANDed result and the AND operation result will be stored where? In this particular location only. Okay. In double one, double two, H location only. Okay. That is the meaning here. Hope the things are clear to you. Next, we'll proceed further. Next is OR instruction. OR instruction. So what does this OR instruction perform? You know the truth table of OR logical operation. So if any of the input, let us say, if any of the input, just a minute. So if any of the input is 1, then the output will be 1. Okay. I'm just giving you the truth table just to make you remember the things. Okay. So these are the inputs and this is the output truth. So if any of the input is 1, then you will get the output as 1. Okay. Right. So this is the truth table of OR operation. Okay. So here that particular OR operation will be performed by this OR instruction. Okay. So here the OR instruction can be used or can be addressed in different modes of addressing. Here you can use either register or memory or register or memory. Okay. So the first instruction gives you the OR operation between two registers. That means the data present in the register 1 will be ORed with the data that is present in the register 2. This symbol indicates OR operation, and this entire result will be stored in the register 2 itself. This is what called register addressing mode. This is what called register addressing mode. Okay. Here we are using register and memory. Register and memory. The second instruction. Okay. Register and memory. Here the data present in the memory location will be ORed with the data that is present in the register 2, and the result will be stored in the register 2. This is called direct addressing mode. This is called direct addressing mode. Why? Because we are directly specifying the address of the data. We are directly specifying the address of the data. Okay. Next thing is memory comma register. That means the data present in the register will be ORed with the data present in the memory location. Okay. So this is called register addressing mode because we are specifying the register directly here. Okay. Next thing is either register or data. This is called immediate addressing mode because we are directly specifying the data. We are directly specifying the data in the instructions. That is why this is called immediate addressing mode. Okay, this comes under the immediate addressing category. Here, the data that is specified directly in the instruction will be ORed with the register data. Will be ORed with the register data, and the result will be stored in the register itself. Similarly, we can use memory as the destination operand. Okay, so one instruction gives you as a register as the destination operand, and the second instruction gives you memory as the destination operand. Okay, the same operation the data that is specified directly in the instruction will be odd with the data that is present in the memory location specified in the instruction, and the result will be stored in the memory location. Okay, so this particular thing comes under immediate addressing mode because we are specifying directly the data inside the instruction. This comes under what? Register addressing mode and direct addressing mode. Okay, and similarly this also comes under what? Immediate addressing mode, but here we are using only AL and AX registers. Okay, that is about the OR instructions. Okay, hope the two instructions are clear to you. Now let us proceed to the next one. XOR operation. XOR operation. Okay. So similar to the AND operation and OR operation, we also have XOR operation. We also have XOR instruction to perform the XOR operation. Okay, same as to that of AND and OR. Okay, right. So you know the truth table of XOR. Okay, let me give you the truth table in order to